So this is the Realistic Mission 2, and basically what we have is a Nazi party website that we have gotten a challenge. Basically, someone has sent us a message and asked if we can get into their website to try to change some of the messages on their site. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually go take a look at the website first and see what's here that we might be able to mess with. And looking at the page itself, there really isn't a whole lot going on. There's no links or nothing really that we can work with. I do notice a little line down here at the bottom that when you point to it, it actually takes you somewhere. So now, even if we didn't notice this, one of the things that you would always want to start off with is actually looking at the source code. So we're going to open up the source code and see what we see here. Now, just as suspected, there's not a whole lot here. These are all just GIF images that aren't really taking me anywhere. But I do notice down here at the bottom that there is an anchor, and it's going to open up this update PHP file. So let's take a look at that and see what we have there. So I'm just going to click that link, and lo and behold, we have a login page. So now that, based on the fact that their website looks so bad, we probably would be correct in assuming that they didn't do a whole lot of work on securing the thing. So what we're going to do first is just see if this thing might happen to be open to a SQL injection attack. So to do that, and just to try to explain to you what is going on, when you're writing your query and you imagine that inside of the query you would have something that said, if the username is not blank, or if the username equals this and the password equals this, then it's okay for them to log in and make changes to the site. So what we're going to do is we're going to assume that in the query it says if the username equals tick and then some name that's being passed down from here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to actually put a tick, which, if you can imagine, what this is going to do is it's going to say if the username equals tick, and then we just put another tick on the end of it. So we basically just said, does it equal an empty string? And then we're going to add to that query an or 1 equals 1, which is always true. But now we have a problem, because if you think about it, they're taking our input and they are putting it inside of ticks themselves. So this is going to end up with a tick, an or 1 equal 1, and then nothing at the end. And I don't want to put another tick here. What I really want to do is just totally kill the rest of their query so that it doesn't do anything at all. And so to do that, what we're going to do is put a comment for the database that basically is just 2 dashes that says that, I don't care what's on the end of this, ignore it. It's a comment. And so once we get that in, again, it's tick space or space 1 equals 1 and then dash dash for the comment. So their tick that they had in here to close this is going to get completely ignored. And so we're going to submit the query, and sure enough, it would have let us in. So the point here is that whenever you have field validation that you're going to be checking against a database or against some other value, you want to always make sure that you are escaping any special characters or anything like that, so that when they come through, it doesn't have the ability to do anything like this to the actual query.